Okay, we're recording right now. Hi, my name is Ryan Johnson. Welcome to Day One Patch. This is episode 52. That's 52 weeks. That is a year, my friends.
That's a year?
That is a year of podcasts with minimal to no viewership.
What are you talking about?
You know, I want to find out some other podcasts, like when they started, to see what their kind of numbers were when they started out. But I think we need to really push our advertising. If you're actually listening to this now, hit that subscribe button and also share this with your friends. We could use the support.
Also, drop a comment.
Drop a comment on episode 50. So go to our channel, go to our videos, look up episode 50, leave a comment on there, and you could win a free download code for an app from Ocean.
OSSIAN.
Yeah. Whoever comments, it's free right now. It's open. Go leave a comment there, and you could possibly win a really awesome app. Now, why wouldn't you want to do that, right?
That's true.
That's free. Free stuff is awesome. Go do it. We're giving away free stuff.
The app normally costs $8.
Yeah, so that's $8 value, $8 savings, hours of enjoyment on your iOS device. So with me today, I have Matt Lawrence.
Hello.
How you doing, Matt?
I'm doing all right.
Okay. Marty?
Hello.
That's Marty Isaacs over there.
That's me. You pointed to me. They can't see.
That's fine. It's
Okay,
the studio camaraderie.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Yeah.
I got it.
Me and Marty are doing a Let's Play, which we actually need to record more of.
You uploading those?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
All of them are uploaded.
Oh, no.
We need to get on that, get some more done.
All right.
But yeah, we're doing a Let's Play of Metal Gear Solid. So check out our channel. Hit that subscribe button again, just so you don't miss anything. So we're going to start off as we always do. Actually, sorry, my mistake. Top stories today. Our DriveClub update. Remember that game that was supposed to be free
On launch day.
on launch day of the PS4?
Yep.
So we have some more news from that. Top software sales for the last month and PS4 pricing, and this only applies to Canada. Pretty terrible story
Good
if you
stuff.
live in Canada like, as we do. So yeah, let's start with what we're playing. And Marty? Oh, no?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Marty.
I randomly had an EB Games gift card for $14.87.
I know what this is.
Yeah, so I went looking through like their little bargain bins because I didn't want to spend actual money, and I found Brutal Legend, made by Double Fine. That's
Tim Schafer.
Tim Schafer. This game, I bought it. I didn't want to play it at all. Took it home and it sat there for a week, but I eventually popped it in and it surprised me. This is going back to like 2009. This is a fairly old game.
I remember when they announced it at the VGAs.
Yeah.
And Jack Black came out with the flamethrower, was it?
Yeah. Yeah.
He was just like, Tim effing Schafer.
Yeah. It was amazing. So the game stars Jack Black. The opening's pretty funny. It's a live action cutscene, and it's just Jack Black walking with a camera guy into a record store, and he's saying how he's going to show him the best album ever. And he's looking for it, and he finds it, and it's called Brutal Legend. And you open it up, and the menu screen is you looking through the record.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and basically the concept of the game is you play as a roadie for a new age metal band. You know how metal kind of just the balls just kind of dropped off on metal, and now it's like teenagers playing metal. That's what metal's become these days.
Yeah.
You play as Jack Black, who's a roadie for one of these bands.
So one of the bad
metal bands, and he dies at one of the shows, and he's resurrected and brought into like a world, like a fantasy world, that is inspired by 80s heavy metal artwork, album artwork.
Mm-hmm.
So picture like Iron Maiden and like stuff like that, and Black Sabbath. Picture all the artwork styles of that and apply them to an open fantasy world, and that is this game. It's pretty damn funny. It's action adventure. It's a bit of open world. The world's not too huge, and you drive around in this hot rod car. It's hard to explain, but it's pretty damn awesome. Your weapons are an axe and a guitar. It's a really wacky game. There's like 150 licensed metal songs.
Wow, that's pretty good actually.
Yeah, and you got Jack Black as the main character, and you also got Ozzy Osbourne in the game. as well as the singer from Judas Priest. I can't remember his name. Rob Halford. And Lita Ford from the Runaways.
Wow.
Like Joan Jett.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so you got some heavy metal stars in this game. But it's pretty damn fun, and it's funny as well.
If I remember correctly, this did not launch to critical success.
I got some decent reviews, but
It wasn't like the best game you could ever play that year.
It's a classic action-adventure game. It's kind of old school in that sense.
Yeah.
But I'm having a blast with it. But if you're not a Jack Black fan, it's very Jack Black type of humor.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not a fan of him, or if you're not a fan of 80s metal, it's pretty funny. The enemies you're fighting are glam and hair metal enemies. So they all got like pink and they're all sparkly and they have big hair.
That's pretty clever.
Yeah. So if you're not a fan of that type of music, I wouldn't recommend this.
All right, well, I'm glad your EB Games credit did not go to waste then.
Oh, yeah, I'm loving
I
it.
was afraid it was when you said you didn't want to play it. And I was like, oh, no.
I was just uninspired.
Yeah.
But now I'm loving it.
But I find that happens when you buy an old game. I have no desire to play an old game, even when I buy it.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's not like coming home with like a brand new, like if you got like Titanfall or something and you'd want to play it right away.
I bought the Rockstar collection and they all sat there for like a month
Exactly,
or two.
yeah. Okay, Matt, what have you been playing?
I have been playing Anno 2070 this week, actually.
And that is?
I think I said this last week. It's
sounds familiar.
but regardless, it's just it's like a slow paced RTS, like supposed to be a bit more realistic, except it's futuristic, so it's like just more realistic economy, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But I discovered multiplayer with a couple people.
Oh, okay.
So we've just been playing that. It's a really slow RTS. We're like 10 hours in, and we're still in like the preliminary stages of our civilizations. So, but yeah, we've just been playing that.
Those games are like super addictive. There's something about them. It's just amazing.
Hey, you look at the clock and it's like, oh, 2 a.m. Good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's what I've been playing this week.
I might want to try that because that sounds pretty fun. Because I've been playing Civilization Revolution. I said this last week, but I get addicted on the Civ games.
Right.
And I'll just play them like randomly. I've been on and off with Civ 5. Like I play for like just like hours and hours and hours and hours, and I just stop for a couple like months, and then I go back and play a bunch. It's kind of weird that way.
Well, I think you'd like this because in Anno 2070, it's kind of a unique. So there's two alliances, I guess you could say. So there's the Eden Initiative and the Global Trust. The Global Trust is corporations. It's like get the land and rip the resources from it and destroy the economy, or destroy the environment, but get the resources.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's the Eden Initiative where it's like we don't need all the resources and stuff. We can get it like peacefully and whatever. So I play as the Global Trust, of course. But there's like a leader of the world that's a constant online, and people who play actually cast votes for the Senate and all this. And whoever wins the votes gets, so like if a Global Trust representative wins, then I get bonuses, and that's like it's like in the cloud, I guess. Like everyone wins that.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So like right now, I think there's like an Eden Initiative prime minister, so I lost some bonuses.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also daily missions, so I can level myself up and get certain titles and stuff, and that applies to not only just doing missions, but to doing continuous play too.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah. So you can do like you get to level yourself up and just have fun in any mode that you want.
Because my one criticism about Civilization is that I wish I had more of an economy.
Yeah.
We actually had to worry about money and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, well, this is, like, for this game, for example, you have to worry about, like, absolutely everything. Like, for example, I got attacked. Like, one of my trading ships went down, and my entire economy collapsed for, like, a while.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was another thing where I attacked an oil baron, and one of his ships detonated outside of my place. And then I had black seas all around because I had oil leaking in, and then that ruins your fishing and whatnot, so you have to really adapt.
Well, that sounds pretty awesome then. So let's move on to Apps with Marty, and I have no idea what you have actually.
Oh, it's a little surprise then.
Yeah, I have no idea what's coming up.
Apps with Marty tonight, whenever you listen to this, is a little app called Rando, courtesy of Adriano Petti. He sent me a list of apps that I should be checking out, and I chose this one. Very simple concept, but I find it very addictive for some reason. Basically, you sign into this, and you take a picture, and then you send it to a random person in the world who is signed up with this app. You don't know where it's going to go. You don't know who this person is, but you are sending them a random picture that you take. And the cool thing is it tells you where it's been sent. So, for example, I just received a picture just now from New York. I've also received pictures from Austin, Maine, Norway, all over the world, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
The cool thing about it is when you send the picture, it also tells you where your picture got sent.
Oh, so it lets you know kind of
Yep.
where in the world they saw it. That's cool.
So the picture I just sent got sent to Austin.
But you have to allow that, right? You can't just give away your information.
You can deny the location services. You don't have to give away your location.
How accurate is the location?
I don't know where my location is personally, because we're kind of in a rural area, so I'm not sure if it's gonna exactly.
So you can't zoom in on that map, though, right?
No.
Okay, so that might make things a little easier.
It gives you city and state or city and province.
If it dropped like your exact position, that'd be a little worrisome.
That'd be a little weird, yes. That is the extent of the app. You get to collect all the pictures that you get sent, which I think is pretty cool. And if you want to save them, you can save them. You can also there's kind of a little bit of a ranking system on the pictures you get sent. It's a little slider bar, and you can adjust a smiley face depending on whether you like the photo or not.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if the person gets sent this or not, because I've not received a notification regarding any of my photos. But it's kind of cool.
Maybe you need to take better photos.
Maybe I send awesome photos. I sent a picture of my cat.
The internet is so full of cats.
I sent a little picture of my little weeping angel statue from Doctor Who.
So wait, do people? So I'm confused. Do people like them, and then you get likes?
No, this is 100% anonymous.
You just like.
You don't know who's going to send to. I don't think you get sent to each other's either. I think if you send a photo, it goes to someone random, and I get someone random photo. I don't think we're trading photos.
There's no like trade, and then
no.
Okay.
The weird thing is, my photos don't necessarily get delivered right away. Like, I've been fiddling around with this the last few days, and I sent a photo yesterday of just something in my living room, and then just now it said it got delivered.
Maybe it goes to like a server and just kind of sits there.
I think so. I know what you're thinking, and it sounds a little scary, like you're sending your pictures to a total stranger, but you take the picture. You can send whatever you want.
Tell us about your one worry you have about a certain picture you'll receive.
A dick pic.
Yeah.
I'm terrified that I'm gonna get sent a dong. I don't want to be seeing any genitalia.
Do you know if there's any filter for that? Or if maybe
I don't know if there's any filter. When I looked up the reviews, people are saying they were getting a lot of pictures of feet.
That's weird.
That's weird. That's really weird.
Have you received any feet?
I've not received any feet.
Would you like to receive some feet?
I don't think I would.
What if they're nice feet?
I don't think so. I don't. That's a boring picture to me. I want to see something cool, because it's sent from anywhere in the world. I want to see something representative of that.
The people's feet from all around the world.
I can tell where they walked in life. Is that what you know?
Yeah.
Because this picture I got sent from Norway, it just says "Hi World" written on a piece of paper. That's pretty boring.
Mm-hmm.
I've yet to receive anything terribly interesting. I got sent a picture of donuts from Dunkin' Donuts.
Just somewhere in the States.
Which is great, because we don't have Dunkin' Donuts up here in Canada.
So that means we gotta go to Tim Hortons, grab a picture, and then send that.
There you go.
Yeah, I wish I could trade pictures with them.
Oh yeah, that would be funny.
There you go. It's kind of cool if you get sent cool pictures, but it's free. I recommend it. All you do is sign up with your email address, and you don't have to give away your location. You can deny that. So Rando on iOS, check it out.
Now, kids, be careful about what you share on the internet as well.
No, just share everything.
No,
share all your personal information.
Well, there's that one commercial on TV where it shows like these kids like sending pictures or talking like stuff about each other, and then it shows like a bunch of montages of the message getting sent around the school, right? And then the very last shot is these kids sitting in the office, and there's a police officer there.
Oh no!
Something bad happened. So I'm just saying, be careful, kids. Use the internet responsibly.
Abuse it.
All right, let's move on to our first story here. I think Ubisoft might be becoming one of my favorite publishers. They seem to be doing pretty good.
They've always been
Is there
doing
anything
pretty good.
about them that you don't like?
I
Anything
don't-
that's like so bad, like EA would
I don't
have?
think they're so bad. I don't like how the kind of aesthetic of all their games is applied to all of them.
a bit similar, right?
Yeah, they all have similar elements.
Maybe that's just their signature. It's
Like all their HUDs are the same.
Mhm.
Yep.
There's the capturing the map, like unlocking points of the map
Getting
in all of their
outposts.
games.
Which
Yeah.
seems pretty a bad method. You're saying this is gameplay,
Yeah.
unlocking the map.
Yeah.
You know, and the thing is, when I play Assassin's Creed, that's the first thing I do when I get to like a new city,
Yeah.
because I hate the map being.
Yeah, I got all the viewpoints.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's the first thing I do.
Yeah.
I'll boot up my PlayStation and just do that, and then I'll be like, okay, I'm done playing AC, and turn it off. Not having completed anything, I would like that to stop. You're right. But Ubisoft has a Assassin's Creed, Splinter Cell, and 3 more unannounced games that they are currently working on.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think we basically knew the AC.
Yeah, you think Splinter Cell, though? That was kind of a shock to me. I don't think the last one did terribly well in sales.
I played it. It was pretty great game. I liked it.
I'm sure the game was great,
I like
but
the Splinter Cell series.
I don't think it did well.
how well did it sell? Yeah.
I don't remember now.
I know there was a lot of buzz at E3, but then it kind of died off.
Oh, remember that plane they had in the collector's edition?
No.
There's like
Yeah.
a foam like RC plane, wasn't
I
it?
remember that. It looked like an AC-130 almost.
A little bit, yeah.
I don't think that's the actual plane, but I know what you're talking about. Was
Yeah.
it called Blacklist? Was it?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the game, the name of the title of the game. Yeah. So yeah, I guess Ubisoft Toronto has 5 unannounced projects that is currently in development.
Watch Dogs 2.
So this news is coming from us from studio boss Jade Raymond over there at Ubisoft.
Well, the problem is though is that this could even be some of Ubisoft's like casual games too. Wouldn't be surprised.
Like the unannounced ones.
Yeah, like here's like a Bejeweled clone.
Isn't Bejeweled EA? Is that EA?
Yeah, I know, but like a Bejeweled clone.
Oh, clone, yeah. Candy Crush.
Yeah, something like that.
You think they're going to be able to keep some of these games secret up until E3?
Well, they did with
Watch Dogs
and Division,
Division, yeah.
and those are
What they showed at E3 for both of those, the first time they showed them, was just phenomenal.
well. You should be happy that the Division they haven't shown much more than what they showed at E3.
That's why I'm so excited for the Division.
I think they probably just worked on that,
yeah.
and just to get that ready. Obviously, they do that, but I think that's all they have right now. At least when they showed it, you know.
Yeah, they did release some screenshots.
But
And
it
those
was-
screenshots were enough to get me excited again.
But the screenshots were from the video.
no,
Yeah, weren't they?
they were slightly different. They showed them having like rooftop battles.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
People like firing at each other from different types of buildings.
Yeah. I'm a bit scared of that because I'm excited because that's exactly the kind of game I want.
But
It's
you're-
like an open world.
But you're
where
gonna
I can-
die and get your shit stolen.
Yeah, I'm scared of that happening, but that's the kind of game I want.
Yeah,
Where I can play with my own team members, like maybe Matt and Aaron or something like that.
that's
if you ever get a PS4, Marty.
that game and Arkham Knight are my incentives for buying an next gen.
Yeah, yeah, Arkham Knight. I'm so excited. And then, are you guys sick of Assassin's Creed? I actually personally am not sick of Assassin's Creed.
Well, I can't. My Black Flag save got deleted, so
Yeah.
I am sick of it.
How did your buddies do with getting you back up though?
Not well.
No, oh,
Because they go on and they're like, oh, we're lower level than we are in our game, and they shut it off.
oh,
Right.
jeez.
Yeah. So.
Anything you guys want from another Assassin's Creed game? Any?
They're making them annual now, right?
Yes. Well, they always were, but
Okay.
I think I need to take a break for a couple of years.
No.
I don't think they're going to, but I think
how
they
did
should.
Black Flag do?
good. It was actually a really good game too.
But it wasn't a good Assassin's Creed game, in my opinion.
No, but it was a good game.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think I'm not sure if it's confirmed or not. We had a story about it that it was going to be set in Japan, but it's not samurais or something like that.
Well, they said there's no Japan. I think that they kind of shot that whole thing down because there was like that. Spoiler alert: there's an inter-office memo in the game in Black Flag where it's like it listing off locations where they want to do and they don't.
Mhm.
And I think like one of the top of the list or whatever was
Feudal Japan, yeah.
with ninjas or something. Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of hard to picture it anywhere else other than old, but I think they could go a little modern. I remember a while back there was like talk about like World War II or something like that.
You mean Watch Dogs?
Huh? No.
Well,
no.
World War-
Oh, I get it. No.
World War II would be something like the Saboteur.
I think the weapons are too advanced, though. When you have machine guns shooting at an assassin, it's kind of hard to... Like, you can dodge the single-shot musket type deal.
Yeah.
But when you have, like, a machine gun and planes and all this other wacky stuff, I don't think an assassin fits too well in that.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do in the Old West.
Because
the Old West
like
has
a Red Dead, but Assassin's Creed?
Yeah, because, like, they do have the guns, but what they might do is they might do, like, early Wild West, where they only have, like, 6 shooters and that's it, and that's not too advanced.
Do you think American Civil War would be too similar to 3?
To be fair, the Black Flag time period is relatively similar, like in terms of technology, right?
And so was the Assassin's Creed Liberation. She was a slave, Aveline.
Yeah,
and she was kind of fighting for the
I
slaves.
think they're years apart, but like the technology is about the same, right?
You think they're done with the progression and as the games progress, the timeline progresses also? Because Black Flag, they took a step backwards, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Like they could go back to like the 1400s or 1500s. You know, they could do that.
I think we should go to. I think it'd be kind of cool to explore. Like, well, wait, did we do Old England? I don't remember.
I don't think so.
It'd be kind of cool to do Old England.
That'd be
we
cool.
did like Damascus and stuff like that.
Take on the Order.
So,
do some like
go.
old timey England.
Something like that. That'd be kind of cool.
All right, let's move on. We all played Borderlands here.
Yeah,
we all enjoyed Borderlands.
I loved Borderlands.
I do not.
Oh, you didn't?
I did not.
Why not?
I was abandoned.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, you abandoned me. Both of you.
Oh, was that us that abandoned?
Yeah, I bought the game and then I got chapped.
We can play it if you want.
Well, when you're done school and you have some more time.
Yep. No, shut down the show. Let's.
We should do true Vault Hunter mode now.
Yeah. Well, can Matt?
No.
Oh. All right. Well.
Sorry, Matt. You're abandoned again. No,
Yep.
I'm kidding. Tales from the Borderlands. You might have remembered that was announced. Was that VGA X?
VGX. Yes.
Was VGX?
Yes.
Wow. So that's the one made by Telltale, the guys who did the Walking Dead and
Wolf Among Us.
Wolf Among Us. Thank you. So they're doing the. Everyone was kind of wondering how this could work because the game is Borderlands is so focused on like shooting and stuff, right?
Shoot and loot, yeah.
So I guess the story's gonna be told in flashbacks, and you're gonna be playing as the two characters. If you watch this trailer, the two characters in that are the main characters, Fiona and Reese. So it's told from their perspective, and it's flashbacks, and I guess they have their own Telltale spin on gun gameplay. So
yeah, I'm not too excited on this game. I'd rather just play Borderlands if I'm going to be in the Borderlands universe.
depends because Telltale's getting better at telling stories. So I think if the story is pretty good, I wouldn't mind it too much.
Is it going to be? I don't know.
Oh yeah, also it's set in the same universe, same planet. You
Yeah,
know, so
all the same like characters.
Yep.
Not necessarily the classes that you could choose from in Borderlands, but you saw Marcus in the trailer and Handsome Jack also.
What about you, Matt? Any interest?
No, to be honest.
You tried? Did you start playing the Walking Dead game?
I did, and then the disc was very laggy. Like I have the disc version. I thought it'd be less laggy than people reported, but I got chapped.
They don't run well. No,
they don't run well at all. And
even Walking Dead 2 season 2 doesn't run very good.
I don't understand what the heck's going on. Like I mean, you'd figure a sort of Rails game would be
pretty easy, right?
Pretty easy, but who knows? Maybe
especially with the art style too. It's not too graphic intense, you know.
Yeah, like it's weird. I don't know.
All the best to them. They're a pretty big studio now.
Yeah,
they kind of just came out of nowhere.
You know what?
Although they had remember the Jurassic Park and Back to the Future games.
Yeah,
those were apparently bad. I never played them.
Came out before The Walking Dead.
Oh, okay. I never seen them.
Yeah, so you don't even know about them.
Yeah, that's it.
And they're working on the Game of Thrones one as well.
Yeah, so they got a lot of projects now.
That one's probably gonna do well.
Probably, yeah. Marty, can you bring up that list there?
Yep.
You got it up?
No, but I can bring it up.
Oh, okay.
Just.
So the BAFTA awards were recently. So we'll just go over a couple of the winners.
I got it up here. Do you got it,
I
Marty?
got it up. You can go ahead though.
Okay.
Choose at your discretion.
Okay, so this is for the what do you say? The BAFTA awards.
Yep.
Okay, so we got under action and adventure. Do you want to just go through the winners of the categories here?
Just the winners, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the winner for the category of action and adventure was The Last of Us, of course.
Yeah.
Artistic achievement was Tearaway.
which is awesome. The art style in that game is super
I have
cool.
that game.
Remember the ripples in the water?
So good.
Yeah. It's really simple, but it's just amazing.
Yeah.
Audio achievement was The Last of Us.
It's good.
BAFTA Ones to Watch Award in association with Dare to Be Digital. I'm not sure what that was, but that's
Well, just do the big ones. Like,
size does matter.
We can skip the.
Okay. So, best game, The Last of Us. British
Yeah.
game, Grand Theft Auto 5. British game.
Yeah.
Is it a British game?
Yeah.
Holy crap. Okay.
It's
Debut game.
like their weird perspective on American culture.
Oh, there you go.
That's what kind of makes it kind of good, I think.
Pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Debut game, Gone Home. Family, Tearaway.
Gone Home. That's pretty good.
I don't think that Tearaway's a family game. It's kind of family friendly just because it's not like super violent, but it's not really like a multiplayer.
It's
or
not,
anything.
no, yeah, it's kind of
weird.
weird to place it like that.
We got
Unless
game-
they just mean family. Maybe it does mean family friendly.
They beat a lot
Probably
of good
just-
games in that category too.
Yeah.
Super Mario, Skylanders, Rayman, Animal Crossing.
Yep.
Yeah, that's weird. Game design, Grand Theft Auto 5. Game innovation, Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons.
You played Brothers.
I tried it and I didn't like it. I hear the story is really good, but I couldn't get my head wrapped around the control scheme because you actually control each brother with each analog stick.
I love that. That sounds so cool.
So it's kind of like that
That
Nintendo Land game, yeah.
Mobile and handheld, Tearaway again. Multiplayer, GTA 5. Music, BioShock Infinite. Performer, Ashley Johnson or Ellie from The Last of Us.
That's good.
Yeah, that's a
The
good
acting in that game is fantastic.
one. Only a few more here. Sports, FIFA 14. Story, The Last of Us. And strategy or simulation, Papers, Please.
So Last of Us picked up a lot of those.
Of course. Remember the DICE Awards? They took home like everything, almost everything they were nominated for.
Yeah.
Craziness. It was a fantastic game though. And me and Marty recently had a conversation with a person who said it could have been better.
Oh yeah.
That was Erica, remember?
Yeah.
That was funny.
It could have been better though. There's
She made some good points.
gameplay wise, it could have been a lot cooler.
I don't know. It was pretty good.
I hated that the enemies couldn't see Ellie.
That was one of the biggest problems, yeah. But
You're
but
sneaking around
imagine-
and she just runs in front of them and they don't notice her.
But you have no control of what she does. So imagine like you're trying to hide and then she screws everything up because they
That'd
saw
be
her.
cool. That would have been awesome.
No, it's
Because that's what
terrible.
would happen in real life.
But you would be frustrated by the game. It wouldn't make it a fun game to play.
I think it'd be so fun.
Maybe if you could tell Ellie where to go, but even that's kind of weird.
Maybe if she just didn't run out in the open.
That too.
Yeah.
She should know when the enemy's there and not run
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
I've seen her bump into clickers.
Yeah, it's just pretty funny. It takes you right out of the game. It's kind of. All right, our next story here. This is the DriveClub story. As you may know, DriveClub is made by Evolution Studios, if I remember correctly, the guys who did MotorStorm.
Yep.
So this is their next Evolution, their next gen racing game that was supposed to launch on the PS4 and be free as part of PlayStation Plus.
Right. Yep.
That got delayed. They swapped it for Contrast, which is like an indie game.
Which is shite.
I like it.
I'm gonna be honest. I never played it.
Oh, Matt.
It had some neat ideas.
No prejudice.
I don't like.
Day one patch is a prejudice-free zone.
My area is not. I don't like puzzle games. When I play a
That's
game,
fair enough.
When
I
I,
mean, if
when
you
I play a
don't-
game, I don't even read. Like I don't even know what the guns do in Call of Duty. Like I'm just like, is this automatic? Yeah, whatever.
You don't have
You-
to really read.
Your
for
classes are the
contrast,
worst
though.
in Call of Duty.
Because I don't read. I don't read the perks. I don't know what's going on. I refuse.
Okay, well, just to kind of give us insight of what happened to Drive Club and why it got delayed, and it's still delayed. We don't even know if it's coming out this year. So
Man, this is bad.
this comes from, who was this? PlayStation Worldwide Studios executive Scott Rode. Now, there's a name I can pronounce.
There you
Scott
go.
Rode.
Straight up name.
So this is what he said. What I will say is that it all comes back to that fundamental principle, and that's what we want to build great. And that's that we want to build great games, and we really don't want to release a game before it's ready. And sometimes this happens in the normal course of business, where we think we're on track to deliver what we think is going to be a great game, And when we get closer, we realize that we'd be doing everyone a disservice if we shipped it before it was ready. We can assure you that it'll be worth the wait.
I find the games that kind of stay in the development process too long end up being almost overthought and then don't do well, like Duke Nukem.
Yeah, they overwork them.
Well, we actually heard that they're going back to the drawing board, as they say.
So it kind of sounds like they're scrapping a lot of what made DriveClub DriveClub.
And what was that? What made DriveClub DriveClub? I can't remember what it's.
I remember that. I remember the speech was that they just wanted you to be able to drive, like really experience driving these fantastic cars, as they kept saying. I think the CEO of the company was up there. I can't remember.
What was
now.
the club idea, though?
The club, I think, was you just playing with your friends, to be honest. And I think you get to drive each other's cars and stuff like that. I don't remember. But I know that the core principle of the game was definitely to, like, and it was only first person. I remember that was pushed. And it was like you get to drive these fantastic cars and everything's like true, like photorealism, or at least as close as the tech allows, right?
I wonder if they saw some of the stuff that like the crew was doing with
Which
their
looked
kind of
far
stuff.
more interesting.
Yeah, so I think they kind of like saw what they were offering and they're like, oh crap, we have a similar game to that, but ours isn't as good maybe.
Well, to be fair, the crew is about driving across America. Is that correct?
Well, it's an open world racing game.
Whereas,
It's an MMO racing game essentially.
yeah, but whereas Drive Club is more of a
RPG.
simulator. Yeah, like you build up your
Car RPG, is that what you said?
But regardless of which, like, I mean, Forza is still going to do well even though Drive Club's out.
Well, yeah,
Or rather, what's the other one we were talking about? The crew.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the crew seems too different. I don't think they should try to be.
Wasn't there a third one?
Probably.
The crew.
I think there was. I think the three were Drive Club, Forza, and
Oh, okay.
I
Maybe.
think so.
All right, on to our next story. PS4 is leading hardware sales in the U.S. This is through the month of February. So they're still in the lead, but it's by a much smaller margin with the Xbox One. So this is from MPD. They report that the PS4 led hardware sales in February 2014, but by a narrow margin with the Xbox One, selling over 90% of what the PS4 sold in terms of unit sales. However, with the Xbox One's higher price point, it led hardware sales on a dollar basis. The NPD reported that game sales for both the Xbox One and PS4 were up 80%. Now, don't look at that list. You guys looking at that list?
Yeah, I'm staring
I am.
right at it.
Don't. You both looked at the list.
Yeah.
Okay, you ruined it.
Oh, you were.
I was gonna ask you like what you guys think was the best selling games.
I would have guessed FIFA. Is that I briefly?
And you would be
Actually, no.
you'd be incorrect.
see
yeah.
that would have been my first guess was FIFA.
As the top selling game of February. Think about it. What do people love?
This is for February. Oh, okay.
You want me to read off the list?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so in number one, we have Call of Derpy Ghosts.
Be nice.
Hey, just saying. The Lego Movie video game, NBA 2K14.
Wait, go back. The Lego Movie video game.
Yes,
Number 2 best-selling game of February.
that game is fantastic.
But that's amazing, though. These Lego games, they just poop them out.
No, but that movie is also fantastic.
Somehow they still spark your interest in Lego. Just when you think you're getting bored of Lego, something about them just draws me back in.
I can't play the games anymore. I try and I just like.
I get kind of bored if I play multiple because I'll be like, I'm doing the same thing, collecting studs.
They always have a franchise tied to them now, so I have to care about the franchise if I want to play them.
Yeah.
So we got NBA 2K14, I think I said. Thief. GTA 5. Holy crap, still.
Yeah.
Battlefield 4.
Lagging far behind Call of Duty.
Probably for good reason.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work, yeah. AC4 Black Flag.
Still going strong.
Lightning Returns Final Fantasy
Whoa.
13.
I mean, whoa.
Whoa.
What do you mean, whoa?
I mean, whoa.
Minecraft, and this is the 360 version. And Bravely Default.
That's the 3DS game.
And of course, at the bottom, which was Bravely Default, is of course a Nintendo game.
Well, at least they made it into the top 10.
That's a 3DS game too.
Yeah.
Oh sure.
Selling just less than Minecraft.
To be fair, Minecraft is on like every platform.
Except for PS4 and Xbox One.
But remember, they're working on moving the saves once it comes out.
Oh yeah, that's
you don't
right.
want to be recreating your shite.
I thought these were PS4 and Xbox One sales we were looking at.
Bravely Default is not.
Oh, that's weird then.
And Lightning Returns is last gen.
Oh, good call. Yeah.
And so is GTA. Sorry, I'll stop.
Yeah. You can stop now.
All right, our next story here. So I think we covered this story. The new boss at the Microsoft mobile devices team. He had said in the interview, I think a long time ago, that he would want to sell Xbox off and not be part of Microsoft anymore.
Yeah.
Sell the whole Xbox division. He's now running the Xbox division, which is hilarious. How ironic. I mean, his name is Stephen Elop. So, however, despite those I guess were they
speculations or wants, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know how to put that, but
comments.
Apparently, the executives at Microsoft are extremely committed to Xbox, even despite these rumors that he wanted to sell off that unit.
I think Stephen Elop. I'm not. Don't quote me on this. I think he was one of the runners up for CEO when it was like up for grabs, more or less.
Mm-hmm.
And if I remember correctly, I think it was this guy. I think I read an article somewhere where he said he wanted to really he wanted to sell Xbox, like what you're saying, but I think he wanted to push Office or something a lot.
Oh, okay.
Like you wanted, because Office 365 subscription based. But to be honest, why would you sell off a part of the company that's profitable? Be like, yeah, you know what, just kick this thing out the door.
Yeah, it's weird, eh? I don't think he really understood what Xbox was. I don't think he's probably not a gamer, right? I don't think he really understands what it's all about.
Well, yeah, it's probably just why? This has no part in this company. But to be honest, I mean, if it's making you money,
and there's this whole TV revolution going on right now, and if Microsoft's not a part of that with the Xbox, what else do they have?
Trapped, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't. But someone probably talked to him now that he's head of those units and said, "Don't sell off the Xbox unit."
Probably showed him the sales. I mean, oh, all right. So,
this next story I enjoy a lot. Microsoft's Phil Spencer. He said that unhealthy Xbox One fanboyism. He's saying that it's unhealthy to be super crazy over any platform like that. And this is a pretty interesting quote from him. So I'll just read this here. He says, "I love the fans that we have, but I don't think being a fan of Xbox does not mean you can't be a fan of something else, or you have to be an anti-fan of some other brand. At least I'm not. Sorry. I own a PlayStation 4. I play games on a PlayStation 4. I own a Wii U. I play games on my Wii U. I learn a ton of what happens on those other platforms."
Yeah.
Pretty interesting, right?
Yeah.
I heard this from Shuhei Yoshida over at Sony. He has a Wii U, and he plays Wii U with his kids and stuff.
See? Nintendo doesn't play the other consoles. That's what they say.
That's exactly right, and that's why kind of they're not doing too well.
I think so.
But as they say, a rising tide lifts all ships.
That's
I'm not
what
sure how
I was
that's
about to
applied
say.
Well, not for a Nintendo. They probably have a big hole. They got a big hole in their ship.
a hole in their ship, and they're just thinking, "What the hell's going on?"
But otherwise, you hear all these guys say this. It's good. Everything that's happening in the gaming industry is good for everybody. This competition between Sony and Microsoft is good for everybody. You get better games for the consumer. You get better deals and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. Plus, if one were to destroy the other, somebody else would come in anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You need that healthy competition.
As bad as Games with Gold is,
It's there.
It's there, and it's only there because of what Sony was doing with PlayStation Plus.
It's good enough.
They're talking about expanding it and making it better.
It's true.
What's his name? Phil Spencer was saying that he wants to have better games on there.
To be fair, people always say I don't buy my Xbox Live subscription for Games for Gold.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It kind of comes down to the fact where that's probably where Microsoft kind of has the hold, where it's I never just having something extra free. I'm not going to bitch about it. You know what I mean? More or less. But
the one thing they say is that you get to keep the games after your subscription runs out, while on PlayStation Plus, subscription runs out, you can't play those games anymore.
To be fair,
that's a smarter plan because it keeps people locked in.
Yeah.
Well,
to be fair, if I was really strapped for cash, I would drop my Xbox Live and go to PSN, because then I wouldn't have to buy games either, because they put newer games in there.
Yeah.
So,
to be honest, I haven't really noticed a lot of fanboyism regarding the PS4 or Xbox One. not as bad as it was when the 360 and PS3 were in its early days.
Got pretty nasty.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nathan is a fanboy.
Is he really?
He's a fanboy of Microsoft.
Are you serious?
Of Xbox, yeah.
Wait, you're Nathan or?
Yeah, Nathan that we know. He hasn't been on the show or anything, but
True.
Yeah, Nate, yeah. But he's definitely a fanboy of Xbox.
He doesn't seem that invested in it though. To me.
One day he is, one day he isn't. I don't know, but he is definitely a fanboy.
Okay. But what kind of like where are you seeing this lack of fan wars?
I just don't see people arguing anymore.
Because I noticed on like sites like IGN and stuff, their comments are actually regulated now, which is nicer.
Okay.
They kick out the stupid comments, like that's just plain dumb comments.
Yeah.
They kick those guys out.
I think Reddit is a place for that, to be honest, for the dumb arguments.
I limit what I view on Reddit now because of all the dumb comments.
I think websites should eliminate comment sections completely. It's a war zone out there.
Well,
It gets ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can comment the nicest thing, and someone will just be like, "No, you stupid idiot," and just say a bunch of bad words, and it gets bad.
Go on my Reddit profile and see the arguments that I've been in.
All right, and our last story. This is more in particular relates more to us because we're up here in Canada. PlayStation 4 prices going up here, sadly. So get your PlayStation. Actually, I think it might be too late.
It is too late.
By the 15th, this goes into effect.
It's too late.
It's too late. So yeah, Sony has confirmed to the Toronto Sun, one of our newspapers up here, that the PS4 is going from $399 to $449.
God damn.
It's a $50 increase.
Good stuff.
If that wasn't painful enough, the DualShock 4 and PlayStation Camera each cost $59.99, but will soon cost $64.99.
God damn.
Now, may I say
That is over the top. That when I see that price, I think I don't want that.
It just looks so much worse.
Yeah.
May I say that I now now there is absolutely zero incentive for buying a PS4 over the Xbox One.
Especially when you can get that Titanfall bundle, because the Titanfall does not add cost to your Xbox, so you basically
it's
get
cheaper to get the Xbox One now.
Yeah,
you don't get a game.
You get a
with
game
PS4.
and a $40 Connect. You know.
You know, to be honest, like if you don't like the Kinect games, that's fine, but the voice controls are nice.
Mm-hmm.
I fixed mine.
There's voice controls on the PS4. I kind of want to get that camera to see how those work.
You can use it with the mic.
Oh, yes, right.
You can just literally have a mic plugged in.
What game was I playing where it's like say map to show your map?
Oh, that sounds terrible.
I can't remember what it was.
I would never do that.
To be honest, though, Rise, it's nice. Like on Xbox One, because you'll be like fighting, and it'll be like hold down. Like I'm fighting people, and it's like hold down left bump to fire arrows, and I'm like hold, and it's like 3 seconds, and like that's a lot when you're fighting. So I just like fire volley, and I'm like trying to fight these other people off. So it's like super
I
helpful.
think the only time voice commands could really work though is if you had like, if it was like the holodeck and you were actually like in there fighting and stuff. Then you can actually be like fire volley, and it'd be more intense. I don't think it.
I feel like a moron
sitting in your basement saying fire volley.
It's true.
I don't know. All right. So sorry, poor Canadians. The PS4 is like nowhere here either. We barely
tough.
have any shipments.
Yeah, it's in demand.
Okay, so let's move on to the Philosophical Corner, submitted by Adriano Petti.
Not named very well.
Philosophical Corner?
Yes.
And it's the prime name.
Please give us a better name for Philosophical Corner.
Don't do it.
Please.
Anything you got, we'll take it.
If you comment the Philosophical Corner, you're out of the contest on that 50th episode. Get the heck out of here.
Belay that.
Okay, here it is. Is buying your way through video games the new norm? Are the days of grinding characters coming to an end?
I kind of like how Adriano is providing these when he's not around.
Yeah, it's like he's still here, right?
So I'm assuming that he's referring to microtransactions.
Correct.
I think so. Again, a little vague though with his description.
I wish he was there to explain it to us a bit more.
That's definitely we'll take it as microtransactions.
Yeah.
Definitely, it has to be.
One that sticks out to me is the Battlefield 4 one. What could you do with Battlefield 4? You could like level straight up to.
Yes, you can. I don't know if it actually affects your level, but like your level affects your gear, right? And then you can buy shortcut kits, and with that, you just like I can literally just buy a shortcut kit for all, and I can be like, I have everything.
So personally, buying my way through a game is not the norm because once I buy a game, I don't want to spend any more money whatsoever. So I don't buy anything in games. I do think a lot of people do, though. Maybe people that are too lazy, don't have enough time, or just plain want something right away.
I watched a Pack Attack, if you know Michael Pachter from
Pachter,
Game
yeah.
Trailers. He had an amazing story about he played this like online game on his computer, and it's a game like where you build up like your armies and stuff, and you can invade like other people's stuff. And one person like destroyed like stole his stuff, and he said he was willing to pay whatever amount of money it took to destroy them. It's a really cool video. Go check it out on Game Trailers. Just him talking about it and stuff. It's really fun. But I don't approve of paying to win stuff.
And
To be fair, though, if you were like really busy, is it a good alternative? Because there are people out there that wouldn't be able to experience parts of games.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the problem is that it's becoming like pushed now.
I don't know. I think we're a bit old-fashioned, us here.
depending on the game, I don't mind grinding.
That's what I mean. I think we're old-fashioned,
it's
though.
part of the game.
I think what Adriano was getting at is that this is the new norm, that you pay to go up in level.
My problem is, they're gonna start doing this, and they probably do actually, is design the game around where they make it annoying for you to grind.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of try to push you in the direction of spending
Well,
real
yeah,
money.
with those free-to-play games, it's like if you want to get to the next level, you have to like play like 5 hours just to get up to the next level.
Yep.
Where you can pay like $10 and then you're there. You know.
Or there's games where you have like the racing app that Adriano loved.
Mm-hmm.
You had to wait for your car to repair, or you could pay real money.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Stuff like that where they push it on you.
There's the Batman game too. I think you can only they limit you how many times you can actually play the game.
Really?
So I would do like maybe 4 fights as Batman,
Yeah.
and then I had to wait for my thing to recharge. I can wait time. It'd be like 25 minutes for another fight to be available, or I could pay and refresh that fight thing. So I actually can't play the game after I played 4 matches. Then the game is useless to me. I put my iPad
They don't
down.
want you to play the game.
It's crazy. That's ridiculous.
So I guess it is the new norm. I think they're going to keep shoving it down our throats. I don't want it down my throat.
But now, to be fair, didn't they say that microtransactions? I think we may have covered this. Microtransactions were pretty much a big flop on Xbox One in the beginning, like because every game has a microtransaction.
But I think the thing with microtransactions is it's no cost to them to have them in the game.
Other than like a bit of like reputation.
Yes.
Well, to me, I get irritated.
Yeah, there's like a negative connotation when you throw in microtransactions.
But do you know what I mean? Like they don't have to like host like servers and increase their costs
No, it's
just
free.
to have that in there. So
it's
you're
money to
gonna get
them.
a small percentage. That's free money to them though. So even putting it in the game for no cost, they get money from some people, some percentage. That's good enough for them.
There's a fine line though. It can easily become a negative thing. It can be, and like in these free to play games, it could become play to win or pay to win. Sorry, I heard the new Marvel MMO is very much like that.
I hear that a lot on MMOs: free to play, pay to win.
Yep.
But to be fair, it is a free MMO.
Yeah, but I don't want to feel like lesser of a player because someone else is out there paying more than me.
Well, what a good example is I was playing Rise once, and I was ranked like 3 on multiplayer, and some other guy was ranked 0. He started 0-1, I can't remember, but he was at the lowest rank, and he was dressed like a full centurion, and I was dressed in like a diaper, and I owned him, absolutely destroyed him, like he got owned, and that was because he had paid like I think it was $30 actually.
Is that just like aesthetic or like cosmetic?
Cosmetic, but it also helps as well.
Okay.
Yeah, it's actual armor, but he got owned because he didn't know how to play.
Now, what do you guys feel there's a difference between a paid game with microtransactions or a free game with microtransactions?
I think that the paid game with microtransactions is BS, to be honest.
It's a little worse, right?
It's annoying as hell, actually.
Yeah.
I expect if the game's free, there's gonna be microtransactions.
Because they had to pay for the game somehow.
Yeah.
They can't just nothing's for free, right?
I get that. That's just part of like the design of the game now.
I think that's fair, to be honest.
It's like ads in free games.
But if I'm paying $60 and if I'm buying next gen, it's gonna be $70 now.
Mm-hmm.
I want a freaking game. I don't want to pay more money.
I think the problem is though that development costs for games is going up, and they tried with DLC. They tried to combat used games with like the online passes and stuff. Nothing really seems to be giving them a boost in sales, and this is the next thing they're trying. But I think it's going to fail again, and then we're going to see game prices go up.
Yeah, it'll be, on my estimate, by next year they're going to be $80.
I can't.
They used to be $80 at PS2, and then they got driven down, so they'll be back up to $80.
I heard people saying they bought like N64 cartridges for like $100.
Yeah, Game Boy games used to be $100.
That's crazy. So we're living in a pretty good time, but it seems like a lot.
It's going up now, though.
The price of a single game now is, let's assume you're an average person who does an average amount of microtransactions. It's like $100 a game.
Yep. All right.
So I guess it is the new norm. You think it's here to stay?
We'll see. Time will tell.
I'm gonna be honest. If they continue to push it, I may exit to the gaming scene.
Oh, come on.
Or retreat back to old stuff.
Maybe that's why indie games are picking up too, because they don't have the big corporation with we need money.
Yeah, like $1 million to a couple guys is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I don't know.
It's more and more I think about it. I kind of just want to buy a decent PC and just download Steam games for $2. Cool little indie games.
I'm just waiting. The only thing I want from indie games, and I hope someone does it, is just like a game like Skyrim. That's all I ask from them. I know it's hard work, but
you're not gonna.
Those are the games I want to play, and I want to support the indie guys, but they're not making the games I want to play.
They're making the games I want to play.
A lot of people want to play, yeah. They're doing all the old school side scrollers, which made a huge comeback right now. It's craziness. So
I don't know. I think we're in a bit of a dry spell right now. We're not seeing anything terribly new.
Everyone's playing it safe.
How much longer do you think video games have as a medium?
I think.
What do you think they're going to eventually just like disappear and be like, all right, shut it down?
To me, it feels that way. Every year I feel like E3 is kind of getting like E3. There's huge excitement, but then when the game launches, it doesn't meet sales expectations. So what is going on? Why is there all this excitement and everyone's like pumped and everyone wants like the newest game and stuff, but then the sales just don't meet those expectations?
Us gamers are hard to please.
It's getting like, it seems to me getting worse and worse every year.
I think it's becoming the fact that if we think about it, let's go back to the PS2 days where it's like I want to play a game. What you think of when you say that is I'm gonna go play my PS2 or my Xbox. That's it. Now it's like I'm gonna go play a game. Do I play it on my iPad? Do I play it on my phone? Do I play a game on my TV?
It's a bit diluted, right?
Yeah, it's everywhere. So like, you might spend like 2 hours. Your 2 hours playing like Angry Birds is not devoted to playing like Tomb Raider or something.
Mm-hmm. And we had all these publisher closings. There's very few publishers left.
Yeah.
And I just feel like it's going to be like a dark time for games right now.
Studios are dropping off.
Yeah, game prices, like the cost of development's going up. They don't make enough money, and it's a big mess. I think we're in for some dark times.
We may have a crash, and it'll probably come back.
Yeah.
Because games are still a hot topic. You look at the Let's Plays on YouTube and stuff. Well, see that's weird too, though. I almost think that's diluting sales.
Well, that was that big issue. That came up with that whole YouTube thing about the making money off Let's Plays. Is that some of the game developers thought Let's Plays were hurting their sales because you can go and watch someone play the whole game.
Yeah.
And then why go buy it when you just watch the whole thing?
But what's weird is, like, I'll use Tim because Tim is a big YouTube watcher, watch tons of Let's Plays. He will watch an entire game played and then buy it, and then sometimes not even play it.
We were talking to a guy today, and he said he was watching a Stick of Truth Let's Play.
Mm-hmm.
Then he said he was going to go pick it up after.
I mean, I think it does help with sales. I think that's kind of a misconception that it hurts sales. But
yeah, I think it definitely helps. Yeah.
In some cases, I think it can hurt though.
It might. Well, think about it. It might like
yin and yang. I think it is.
Yeah, like it might like if we all watched a Let's Play, maybe 2 of us would go get it, and then like 1 of us wouldn't.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, that's all we got for this episode of Day One Patch. What?
Sometimes this gaming industry just saddens me.
Yeah.
It pisses me off. I think I could stop right now buying new games and just play old games for the rest of my life.
See,
There's enough games.
That's a problem, though.
There's enough games out there. There's so many games I haven't played that
If you were to go back and play all those old games, you're not giving money to the new games, which keeps the industry alive.
I feel like it's too filled with corporate bureaucracy.
There's new gamers born every day.
Well, I was thinking about this like the last few weeks here. Is think about like the movie industry in its infancy. Like the games are only like what 30 years old.
Yeah.
30 maybe. Like first came out like the 70s, right? Like Atari and stuff. I guess those would be like the first games.
Late.
Like video games.
Yeah, like in television and Atari and
yeah. So about maybe 30 odd years. But think about the movie industry when they first started in 30 years into their origins.
Not much going on.
Yeah. Some creative stuff happening and they're just getting their way. So like think about in the next 30 years where games might be. And then the entire population is going to be a bunch of video game players.
To be fair, though, I see a lot of kids just playing on their iPad, and I guarantee the parents often will buy the iPad and not a game console, and the kid doesn't care because it's like, I'm playing games.
And with the iPad, sure, it's like $500, $600, but then the apps are like $5.
Not even.
Or there's free apps.
Yeah.
And there's a countless numbers of them. You know.
Yeah.
So maybe they just maybe the gaming industry just needs to change its business model. Maybe PlayStation Now will be something that can be looked into.
Maybe OnLive is really going to kick it.
Because I don't know if you guys saw. Well, we don't have the article in today's show, but the rumored price of PlayStation Now was like $5.99 or $4.99 for a game rental. That's pretty good. Play the whole game.
I don't know. We always keep coming back to the dilution of the industry, and I think that's just gonna keep piling it on.
Yeah.
That along with OnLive,
just another way to play. I
just
guess
another way to play, and less people in each type of way to play.
Yeah.
I think there's still too many studios.
Whoa.
Okay, I mentioned this before, I'm sure, but every single time the game becomes successful, a developer breaks off to go make his own company. Every single time. Almost always.
Sometimes, I guess.
Because every single time we see this like new game from a new studio, usually it's like from the old creators of Call of Duty or from the old creators of this.
Mm-hmm.
Titanfall. Used to be Infinity Ward workers.
Yeah, and it's like it like there are hits. Like Codemasters isn't massive, but it's big enough. Like that, they were a collection of Diablo players. I can't remember what they were. StarCraft, maybe. I can't remember. But if everyone does that,
Yeah.
there's a problem.
All right. Well, I think we'll end this on a very sad note.
Someone's actually playing piano in this house.
I think we do that every
The
show.
dystopian future of video games.
I'm gonna go cut ourselves.
Yeah, I'm ready for the crash and then
The revival.
the renaissance.
The phoenix from the ashes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see you next week. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube page. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. BBM channel. Whatever you do on there. I don't know. You follow.
BBM channel, yeah,
do
there
you
you
follow? What do you do on there?
Subscribe.
And please share this with your friends. We like doing this, and we need your support to keep on doing this. So thanks for listening if you have been a loyal listener, and thank you if you're a new listener. So yeah, keep track for next week. Have another show of Day One Patch, going into our second full year of podcasts.
Oh yeah.
And iTunes. I forgot iTunes.
Yep.
Subscribe on the iTunes.
All the links. I put all the links up. Other than the BBM channel, all the main links are all now on our on the about of our YouTube page. So if you get lost,
Oh, okay,
go
perfect.
there. Everything's set up.
Perfect. All right. See you guys next week.
Peace.